Hey guys, this is Andrew Keene from KeeneOnTheMarket.com. This is your S&P and futures, actually, all futures update for April 3rd, 2012. I traded euro, oil, and futures today. I thought we'd get a sell-off in the market when they came out and didn't have QE for the millionth time. So anyways, let's look at a chart of the daily. Yesterday's low was 2 ticks higher than yesterday's low. Yesterday's low of 13.99. Today, 13.99.5. I thought there'd be a lot of stops under 1400. I thought people would get trapped, maybe go down a couple points, and then rally it towards the end of the day. We did get a nice little pop at the end of the day. Daily, we're in still this bull channel. The place we could get a pullback is 13.99. At 1400, it seems like we can keep getting continued buying pressure. So 1400 is very, very critical level to the downside. To the upside, we have this 1419.75, which is the high of the year so far. We got that on March 27th, so we need to get back up there. Top of the channel is 1430. If we want to get to that 1484, we have to break through that 1430 with conviction and volume. Only 2 days left in the week. We have an appointment number tomorrow. Let's look at the 5-minute chart, and I'm going to start with the minis. I took trades in euro, minis, and oil today. So we opened up this morning. A lot of neutral paper in the morning. Then we saw a sell-off. I sold the close of this bar 1409.5. I was risking. I had a huge risk on this one, so I was risking 6 points or 7 points, 14, 16 half, and I thought we could get to that 13.99, which was the low from yesterday. So I was risking 7 points to get 10 points to the downside. Obviously, as the mini sell off, I started taking partial profits and lowering my stop. We never got to the top of the cloud, so even though I sold here and I took a little pain up to this 13 half level, or 14 level, I never got stopped out. So I was actually in this trade all day. Sold 1409 halves, and then I started taking profits when we started going down. Took the first one at 6 ticks, next one at 2.5 points. The final one was at 8 points, down to this 1405 half. We were kind of sitting on here. I didn't know if we were going to break that 1400. So my final one was at 8 points. So very, very nice trading in the minis. The breakout of the cloud, selling the breakout of the cloud, and then I was just in it all day. I did take another trade down here. This was an aggressive long. Basically, I saw these in the 5-minute. I see these long tails on the bottom. Long tails mean buying pressure. Tails on top mean selling pressure. Tails on the bottom mean buying pressure. There's buying pressure all the way down here, 1400. At the close of this bar, I bought 1401s. I was stopped out at 13. I was putting a stop at 1398 half. I bought it at 1401. I was risking 2.5 points, and I thought we could get back higher. My first target was this 1404 area, and then I had 1407. So that worked out really well. That was a very aggressive long. I was risking about 2.5 points to make about 7 points. It's all risk versus reward, defining my risk and defining my reward. I never want to risk 8 points if I only think the minis can go down 2 points. So that's everything I took in the minis today. Let's go look at the euro real quick. I did get stopped for a loser in the euro today. I have no problem saying that. I sold, let me make sure this isn't 24 hours. No, and it's not. So I can tell where it is because I know where I sold it. So I was trying to get, short the euro as well. And basically I sold, we would break out to the cloud to the downside. I came back and I sold it here, 133.22. I had a stop at 133.43, and it got to about 133.52. So I got stopped here, a lot of neutral paper, and then we broke out to the cloud to the downside. In theory, I could have sold here, another breakout of the cloud. If I sold here, I'd be have to risking about 40 bips, but it would have had me in the trade for about 100 bips. So this would have been a huge winning trade. When this bar was accumulating, I was offering 133.28. It got to about 133.23, but I did not get in that trade. So the only trade I took was a loser today in the euro. I still had a very, very nice day in profits. One last thing I'm going to look at is oil. Let me make sure that I'm on the 5-minute again and the day session for oil. So oil opened up this morning. I can find it. Oil opened up this morning.
Take it off 24 hours.
Yeah, it's on 24 hours. Sorry. That is 99?
Yeah.
So oil opened up. Basically, I should have sold the close of this bar. I would have risked to 10 cents above this. This was too big of a risk for me. I would have been selling 104.27s with about $100 stop which is too much for me in the oil. I don't like to risk that much. So when these bars were accumulating, I sold at 105.09. I took off at the cloud to the downside. I could have sold again here, and I would have sold 104.70s with a risk to about 107.30. That would have had me in all day. Or I could have sold here, or I could have sold again at 104.60 with a stop at 104.90, and that would have had me in too for a huge winner. I will look at oil more, and I'm going to start trading a little bit of gold and silver maybe in the minis because they have nice bars and they work well with the cloud pattern. Xander Keene from KeeneOnTheMarket.com. Have a great night.